Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2020 general reading for the first half of October, October 1st through October 15th, first 2 weeks. This reading is for the water sign of Cancer, our lovely Cancerians. Welcome everyone. I hope you're safe, well, healthy, sane. Thanks for taking the time to tune in today. For your likes, your shares, your subscribing to the channel, all welcome. Thank you so much. It all helps. So this reading is for Cancer for the first 2 weeks of October 2020. So that's Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you are cross-watching for a Cancerian, it's all relevant. But of course, being a general reading, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know all of your signs, watch them. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, because each one can provide additional perspective, insight, kind of help you navigate a little bit better through whatever is going on in your life. If you find that any of the readings do resonate, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information, just click on the description link below. You'll see my email address there. Click on that little, the little arrow that pulls down information. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond with more info within the same day, the first 24 hours. And scheduling a personal reading is done in as timely a fashion as possible. Readings are all that I do. I do them full time. So I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule in mind to get those readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. Okay, let's dive right in. Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you for the first 2 weeks of October. I am using Legacy of the Divine Tarot for the primary energy, and I will be clarifying with the Steampunk Tarot, which I was recently gifted. I love it. It's got kind of a DIY Victorian-esque feel to the artwork, lovely muted colors and detail. Okay, Cancer. We begin with the Ten of Wands. Followed by the Eight of Wands. The Three of Wands. Followed by the King of Cups. All right, we're going to clarify here. On the surface, Cancer, it looks like a cycle is coming to an end, which is what tens represent. An overwhelming, burdensome cycle. But tens represent cycle completion, cycle fulfillment, something coming full circle. So you're coming to the end, or a cycle is ending that you've been feeling like you've been putting out an awful lot of work or effort into something. The Eight of Wands being next to that can represent movement forward, travel. I am getting that. And I've gotten that for some of the signs so far for the beginning of October, is that some people are traveling. Some people are traveling far, far away. Some people are just taking like a road trip. Movement, travel, action forward, sometimes messages going forward as well. Active movement, which directly after the Ten of Wands I would think would be more burdensome, but I feel like this is actually almost a vacation-ish kind of energy. Because right after that we also have the Three of Wands, which is feeling quite positive about the future. Maybe you're beginning to, there's some things have happened recently, you're beginning to see small manifestations of things being met in a positive way, and you're feeling more hopeful as you're looking out towards the future, waiting for those ships to come in. And then at the end we have this individual, and I feel like this is not you. It could be. It's water energy, the King of Cups. Cups is water element. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It might be, but I felt as soon as I laid down, this is somebody external in your environment or around you that somehow is going to be influential or pop up during this time period, although he's showing up at the end, so it might be in the second week of October, more towards the middle of the month. I'm not sure if he actually is connected with what's going on with these other cards or not, so let's clarify. Clarify the Ten of Wands. So what's overwhelming you? Maybe home. The Ten of Pentacles is family home, family money, family business, family estate. For those of you who own or run a business from home and take care of the home and everybody in that as well, that's probably why you're, you know, feeling this Ten of Wands overwhelming energy. You know, the Ten of Pentacles represents long-term stability and security in the physical structure of your world. You know, it can represent inheritance, family stability and structure. So what have you been, I mean, this kind of looks like somebody who takes care of everything or a lot around home, family, the stability and structure of whatever that means to you, and you're kind of feeling worn out. This looks like somebody who like really needs a break from home and from work, from making sure that, you know, the physical structure of their world is stable, nothing wrong with that, but this is like somebody who needs a vacation, and it looks like you are taking one, maybe even just a short one. All right, let's clarify that Eight of Wands. What's the Eight of Wands? Yeah, I'm getting a strong sense of travel. Road trips for some of you, longer travel for others, and messages. Interesting. Eight of Wands. This new deck has got slippery cards that keep wanting to jump out. The Four of Wands, one of the happy home, family reunion energies. The Four of Wands often speaks to energy that connects with home, family, friends, and celebratory social events. You know, weddings, family reunions. You know, it can be formal like that, or it can be informal, like just going to see family, hanging out, having a barbecue, you know, kicking back. But celebratory social energy, friends and family, yeah. This looks like some of you are just taking time off from work, taking time off from home, taking time off from responsibility because, wow, have you been doing a lot, and you're either taking a trip or maybe arranging some stuff, some social get-togethers as safely as we can, of course. Where you can relax, you can shed the burdens for a while, relax, maybe even have people cook for you or do some stuff for you for a change. You know, it feels like there's a family connection here, like you're going somewhere to see family, or they're coming to see you. It could be that people coming to see you as well. For some of you, it might be, you might be planning some kind of family get-together or celebration or wedding or something of that sort, and there's so much work to it, you're feeling overwhelmed, but that might be secondary because I'm feeling more like it's the opposite, like you're taking a break to go have some fun and be with family and friends and people that you connect with. The Four of Wands can also be a card that represents unexpected blessings and happy surprises, and it's not a card of an indeterminate future. When that unexpected blessing, happy surprise energy comes in, it usually comes in within 2 or 3 weeks of this card showing up. And interesting that we are only looking at a 2-week period of time, so maybe some happy unexpected things showing up. We'll see. All right, clarify this Three of Wands. This Three of Wands is seeing some small goals manifesting in a positive way, which makes you feel more positive when you look further out into the future at those ships coming in. What are they going to have on them, you know? The Sun. An uplifting of energy, a loosening up of restrictions. This is the opposite of that Ten of Wands. This is shedding all responsibilities, illumination, light, love, warmth, laughter, you know, a day on the beach. This is just lovely. Winter into spring, darkness into light, sickness into health kind of energy. When the Sun comes out, the Sun, in my opinion, is the most powerfully positive card in the tarot in its ability to influence all the other cards. So just like when the real Sun comes out, it affects everything. It shines over everything. Even if it doesn't bring a solution, although often it brings illumination, it makes you feel better just by its very presence. And it acts as a booster to all the cards around it in a tarot card spread. It can boost the positive energy of the surrounding cards, and it can lessen or sometimes almost negate any challenging energy. It's an uplifting of restrictions and darkness and, you know, heaviness, which from how this started, it looks like you really need it, Cancer. Lovely. Let me pull one more clarifier for that. clarify the sun. I mean, who really needs to clarify it, right? Well, that one really wanted to come out. Oh, there's two. Three of Cups and the Six of Swords, yeah. Healing and, again, more social energy with friends, family, people you really connect with, best friends, kindred spirits, highly social energy here, as you can tell. Looks like a really nice party. Social energy, but with kindred spirits, these are people you really connect with. And the Six of Swords is a card of healing. You're in other decks, sometimes it's a boat. Here in the Steampunk Tarot, it's an airplane, and you're leaving it behind you. You're leaving the worst of it, the chaos, the challenge, the struggle, the burden behind you, and you're moving on to a better place. You're off and going. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground or to the other mountain yet, but you're definitely on your way. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're doing, like taking this little vacation or this get-together, whatever this is, beautiful energy. You're going to feel very uplifted. It's healing for you, especially after this long slog of stuff, whatever it is you've been going through. Everybody has their own story. And it's healing, too. Lovely. This is like a little vacation, sort of. All right, let's clarify this King of Cups. I don't know if he's relevant with these other cards or not. It feels like this is something separate, but we'll see. Clarify the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the King of Water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It probably has an element of being your energy here too, but I do not feel like this is you. This is somebody else here. And he's showing up as a king, which is nice. He's grown and matured beyond the page and the knight energy. Somebody who is emotionally in tune, intuitive, aware of his own emotions and emotional space and those of the people around him. But he's mastered them. So you can't always read him emotionally, but he's a great source of support, feedback, love, encouragement, always knows the right thing to say. What you might call an emotionally intelligent sort of individual. The Page of Cups. Maybe somebody fishing a little bit, a little flirt, a little sign of interest, small. It's interesting, too, that the page is clarifying the king, because in medieval times, pages were used as messengers, as runners, by the nobility usually. So, a king would be sending this Page of Cups is the Page of Water. So if a king were to send a little love message or a little love interest thing, just something light, something fun, maybe something flirtatious, nothing too deep, just kind of the beginning of things, he would send a page to deliver the little gift, the little message, the bouquet of flowers. Well, we've got to clarify that a little bit more. What's this page bringing? I mean, it could be that, there's a person interested in you, Cancer. I feel a little romantic tingle here. This king is interested in you. He may be trying to communicate with you via the page, maybe via somebody else, or in these days it could be via the internet in some way, social media, or, something like that, or an actual person. Or it could just be a little message from himself. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Oh, boy, these two just slid right out. Queen of Wands came out first, and the Ten of Cups right behind it. I feel like this, so I don't feel like this is, I think I'm not entirely confident, Cancer, that this whole thing playing out with this King of Cups is connected to this family friend reunion celebration, getting together, maybe a little travel here. It could be for some of you, but I also feel like this is going on either simultaneously or more towards the middle of the month. It's not has anything to do with this. This King of Cups might be contacting you directly, sending little messages, via the Page of Cups or via somebody else or some other form. I feel like this King of Cups sees you as the Queen of Wands. If you're a male, it would be the King of Wands. I know your water sign, maybe some of you have, fire rising or fire in your natal chart. I think the King of Cups is seeing you as the Queen of Wands, regardless of your gender. Fiery, passionate, energetic, charismatic, a go-getter, good leadership ability, probably quite easy on the eyes. And the Ten of Cups is the happy home, white picket fence, happily ever after, marriage, childbirth, blessings. Cancer, I feel like some of you, probably not all of you, I mean there's many of you watching, maybe you're already in happy relationships or whatever. I mean, it could be, anniversary or them, your partner just saying, I'm just as in love with you as I ever was, etc. But for those of you, for the others of you, I feel like this is a love interest coming in. I feel like you know this king now. I don't know if you necessarily know him in a romantic sense, but he's like in your environment. I'm kind of feeling that. I feel like he has in his heart of hearts, because he's kind of an emotional read, he wouldn't bear this on his sleeve because he's a king now. He's not a page or a knight. A knight would be like, I love you, marry me, in front of the whole street, right? The king wouldn't do that because he's a king. He's kind of grown involved a bit about that, even though knights are lovely too. But past a certain age, we want a king or a queen. I feel like this king has designs on you for the Ten of Cups, whatever that means to you. Marriage, home, white picket fence, that happily ever after, whatever your happily ever after is. I feel like he sees you really, he's wowed by you. And who wouldn't? I mean, look at her. She's lovely. But I think that he's not manifesting that yet, verbally or physically. I feel like he wants to, as a king would, bide his time because this is what he wants, or she. But he knows he can't just rush in there. He's not a knight, he's a king. So he is kind of starting off light-hearted, kind of easing into it. That's kind of what I feel. Wow, that was kind of interesting. So I feel like this is kind of a side thing that's not entirely connected to what might be going on the first week or so. Well, that was lovely. And it's interesting too because this Eight of Wands can also be Cupid's arrows, And they haven't quite hit yet because they've left their point of origin, but they haven't quite reached their destination yet. So maybe this is on its way. All right, let's pull some final cards. I don't even know if you need any advice here, but any final messages or words of wisdom from Spirit. It's a lovely reading, Cancer. Final messages. Another page, Page of Pentacles. A more practical page. What's this page bringing? Another Eight of Wands. A different one because I'm using a different deck to clarify. So you've got two. Travel, movement, motion. But I have to tell you, I feel like this is, I got a strong Cupid's arrows here, or messages coming in. Powerful. When they hit, they're going to make one heck of an impact. One more final message from Spirit for Cancer. I feel like Spirit's just reiterating that something is on its way and it's going to make an impact when it hits. And I feel like it's this King of Cups. The Lovers. A passionate, kinetic, enthusiastic, karmically connected relationship. Can also represent a crossroads, needing to make a decision about a relationship or a relationship that will affect, or a decision that's going to affect a primary relationship. Some of you for whom this resonates, there may be a proposal coming. I mean, you've got the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, Page of Cups. I mean, there might be a wedding going on here. There's definitely wedding energy here. Maybe some of that travel or family reunion stuff is wedding as well. You know, could be weddings, engagements. But I also feel like there's something special in the love department coming for you specifically, Cancer. In addition to all this lovely social energy with friends and family, unexpected blessings and happy surprises. I think they're messages. I think messages will be followed up by action, and I feel like it's in the love department. Can't help it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, 21 minutes. I think that's enough. We'll stop here. Great reading, Cancer. This is one of those readings I get every once in a while that I hope it resonates for every single person who watches it. What a blessing. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, and if you are interested in reaching out for a personal reading, click on the description link below. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the October mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.